Hey, it's John, and I wanted to say good morning from San Francisco. Today is actually my first free day in weeks, and as much as I would love to spend the day outside, I actually really need to get my life together. So to hold myself accountable, I'm going to be filming a Sunday reset where I'm just doing all the things I've been putting off for way too long. Welcome to episode 1 of me getting my life together. So I actually just got back from my morning walk, and I'm not someone that goes outside to walk in the mornings. I usually use my treadmill inside, but it's just so nice out today, and it also gave me a chance to fly with my drone, and both of those things were on my to-do list. So really good start to my day, and I really want to try and keep up this momentum because I literally don't have anything else to do today except for cleaning. So I'm going to try and make the most of it while I can. But my main goal for today is actually to clean up this room, which is basically where I do everything. This is my living room, this is my desk setup, and it's hard to tell, but this is actually where I work out because there's my dumbbells and my yoga mat and everything. And then this is what I call my little 3D printer studio. So this is a very multifunctional space, and when it gets messy, it's just hard to do anything. And so I really want to just clean it up today. So last night I printed out a few more of these Gridfinity plates, which is what I've been using to organize my kitchen drawer, aka my junk drawer. And I actually 3D printed all of these boxes to custom fit all of the things that we usually keep in here. So we use blue tape to label our Tupperware and stuff like that. And then this is what we use to hide our identity. And then box cutter, basically a bunch of random stuff in here. And then underneath all of these boxes are those grids that I printed out. So if you take a look underneath this one, you can actually see the base plate. And then if you were to look underneath the boxes, you can actually see that there's grooves so that they fit in perfectly and that they are nice and snug. And so when you open the drawers, everything is where you expect it to be and they're not like all jumbled around. And my goal is actually to organize all of my drawers this way, especially my camera gear. I kind of started a little bit, but I want to do things a little bit more custom rather than just like regular boxes. So I'm going to put that on hold for now. And I was kind of inspired to try and take advantage of this IKEA pegboard above my wall. And one of the things I want to do is actually mount my drone up here, because I think that would look really cool, and I already have some of my cameras up there. And I think it's just like a great way to make more use of the vertical space I have, because as you can tell from the boxes underneath my desk, I am running out of space to put things, and so the more things I can put on the wall, the better. I actually don't really know how to 3D model anything custom just yet, but I do know how to put things together, and I was able to find this Hover Air X1 Pro case. And I have the Pro Max, but because they're the same size, it fits really perfectly. And then I also found these clips that fit perfectly with the IKEA pegboard that I have. Fortunately, I do know enough about 3D modeling on how I can put these two together. Basically, you just need to chop off this bit and then kind of stick them together like this in the software. So I actually tried to do that last night, but it failed because this is how it originally was, and then the printer just like knocked this whole piece off. The nice thing about 3D printing is that I was able to just like look up why did my printer knock off my supports, and there was a few different solutions. So I'm basically just tried all of the different solutions that they proposed, and I'm just gonna try and print it again. And it takes about 2.5 hours, and so I just want to get it started and have it running while I'm cleaning the apartment. problem last time was that like this printer head, oh there, you saw it right there. It's like hitting the object, right? And so one of the solutions was to actually widen, they call this a brim, so that it actually sticks to the build plate more. And it seems to be working, except yeah, you can tell that this corner is like really messed up. It's like starting to warp a little bit, and it's because the print head keeps hitting that part. So I'm not really sure if it's gonna succeed or not, but it made it a lot farther than last time, so I'm hopeful. There's only 46 minutes left, so we're more than halfway through it. We just gotta finish this last piece. Alright, so just got back home. Now is the moment of truth. And it looks like it successfully printed, which is really cool. So now all we have to do is actually take off all the supports and we can see if we can hang it up there. The print itself doesn't look that great. Like you can see where I merged the two models, and you can actually see on the back all the defects. Like there's that really big line in the front, and then on the sides you can see it kind of like melted, I guess. I'm not really sure. So now let's see if it'll actually fit inside. And it does, which I'm not super surprised because I did print out this base before and I know that it fits, but I did change a few parameters, like making it thicker, so I wasn't really sure if it would still fit. And so the idea is that now I can hook this onto the pegboard and it will stay on like that. So let's see if it'll actually fit into these peg holes. So that's all we gotta do is line it up, pop it in, push it down to secure it. Let's see if it'll pop in there. Now that I'm looking at it, I think it would look a little bit cooler if I were to display the drone while it's unfolded, kind of like this. I think that'd be a cool next project to work on. But overall, very happy with it. Next thing on my to-do list is actually to clean up all these boxes between my desk and my couch. And once those are gone, I can move my light stand back to that area, and then I'll finally have like a clear area to do my workouts in. And it'll just be nice to have this area clear again where I can see outside my window and use this mirror. I still need those boxes for a video, so I think my plan is actually to try and hide it behind those plants over there. It doesn't look great, but it looks better than I imagined, honestly. So I'm pretty happy with just stuffing it there for now. Definitely not a long-term solution, but at least it got that area clear. As you can tell, there's still a lot of boxes that I'm trying to hide behind my couch, but a lot of it is actually my dad's belongings, like a lot of his paperwork and stuff like that that I still have to go through. And yeah, this is kind of like just the best place for it right now. So I think my next thing is actually going to be tackling the boxes underneath my desk. And I actually got in touch with this company from a referral from one of the people at the New York City creator event that I went to. So that's pretty cool. Networking in action. Oh, there you go. Gotta wait for the click. I definitely should have read the instructions first. Next up, I'm actually not even sure who this is from because I covered up the label. Oh, Hollyland. They sent me 2 microphones. This is the Lark A1 and this is the Lark M2S, which I'm actually really excited about because you can kind of see my mic right here. It's pulling down on my sweater. But this one, it actually curves, so it attaches to the collar and it doesn't pull it down. So I'm really eager to try this out and I think it'll be really cool. But yeah, as you can see, this is why I have no space in my apartment, just because I'm getting sent so much stuff like all the time, which I think is a cool problem to have, but definitely need to start getting rid of stuff. And I think I'm gonna do a giveaway, another one. So if you think I should give something So if you think I should give something away, comment giveaway. Next up is the Lark Smart Water Bottle. So this is actually one of those water bottles that purifies the water using, I forget what it's called. It's UV light, I don't know why I said Bluetooth, but yeah, this is from Lark. This is their second iteration of their PureViz product, so eager to try this out. Oh yeah, next is actually a gift from Bose. They sent me their Quiet Comfort Ultra headphones. So it's kind of funny because I applied for this campaign and they sent me an email saying, you know, congrats, you know, you've been selected, blah, blah, blah. And then they like ghosted me for weeks. And I sent an email every week like as a follow-up. And then my last email, I said something like, you know, if now is not a good time, that's okay, but please keep me in mind for future opportunities. And then like the next day I got a tracking number for the headphones. And then I got an email saying, not even acknowledging that they ghosted me, but just saying that the headphones are on their way. So super eager to try these out. I think they're like $400, $500 earphones. And then last but not least, I actually received this, I think in December, and I just found it when I was cleaning out my bedroom. And then also this was like around the time that my dad was in the hospital, so just kind of lost track of it. So it's actually the same company that sent me this keyboard. It's a Bluetooth wireless split keyboard. As I was saying, they sent me their updated version. Oh wow. It's actually all nicely gift wrapped. I'm sad that I didn't open it sooner. Dang, this is actually really nice. I think I want to do like a proper unboxing, like short form video for this. I'll leave it unwrapped for now, but follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you want to see what they sent. Even though I kind of told you already. It's starting to look very clean back here, but that's just because I moved all the boxes and whatnot over here. So next is to finally put these away. And like I mentioned earlier, I have all this storage, but very quickly running out of storage here. This is actually my drone box. And these are keyboards that I bought that I never used. So I really need to sell those. I also have a bunch of stuff up here, like these are key organizers from Orbit Key and I've had them for like 2 years. I just need to give them away at this point. Yeah, that's the thing about like cleaning up. I always get distracted whenever I open up my storage. So let me just put this stuff away so that I can continue on with cleaning the rest of my apartment. For the things that didn't fit, I'm just going to hide them behind the couch for now. I feel like you just gotta like pick your battles. This is the current state of my desk. I think it looks a lot nicer. I finally put things away and made space, so now it's easy to take out my walking pad. The next thing to do, I think, I really want to tackle this, but it's not a priority right now. I think first I need to move my light stand back into position over here, which is where it used to be. So I've been testing out the flow of my setup and it's a lot better than I remember. I think because my couch is actually pushed back a little bit more this way. So before I had my light set up here, and in order to get my walking pad, I'd have to roll this in and out, which is not that big of a deal because it has wheels. But now I'm able to access it without needing to do any extra work. So it's even better than it was last time. And so now I finally have like my gym space free again, which is super nice because all I have to do when I want to work out is lift up my desk, push my chair in underneath, and then I also have to move this one, and then I'm ready to work out. I have a pretty minimal gym setup. Basically, my yoga mat, a foam roller that I use as a bench, and then my dumbbells. So they go all the way down to 5 pounds. all the way up to 80. Oop. Wait. Okay, so yeah, pretty happy with my setup. And I bought this mirror because I wanted to put it up in that gap above my desk, but I don't know, I think it might look weird. So it's almost 6 o'clock and I wanted to clean up this area. I just have like a lot of papers over here, but I'm tired. Before the day ends, I want to thank 00 Robotics for sending me the Hover Air X1 Pro Max, which is what I've been using to film all the drone footage in this video. This is an 8K flying action camera, and it was genuinely so much fun to play with this today. Like, it was the highlight of my day, just going outside with Lauren and really testing all of the features. It's super easy to use. All you have to do is select one of the preset modes and press a button to get it started. One of the best features is that you don't even need a controller to fly it because it can just track you and follow you around. My personal favorite modes are Follow, which is, as it sounds, it follows you from the back. Dolly Track is the opposite, where it flies in front of you and it will move backwards as you move forwards. Orbit's pretty cool because it flies in a circle and it keeps you in the middle. Zoom Out is where it flies all the way out in a straight line. And Dolly Zoom creates this really cool effect that you can see in movies where it keeps you the same size but the background changes. I will definitely be taking this with me on my trips because, as you can see, it folds up nice and easy and it actually fits inside of my pocket as well. I've only had this for a few weeks, but they actually released an update to make the camera even better, and they are still developing new features, so there's even more to look forward to as well. If you want an easy to use flying camera with high quality video, definitely check it out. I'll leave a link in my description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.